What is going on, everybody? Last week I traded in my Tiffin Phaeton for a new RV, and I mentioned it in a previous video when I was back in Florida, and I've done a horrible job at keeping you guys in the loop. I drove my new RV back to Arizona. I've been meaning to make a video on it, but I keep getting sidetracked by a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, this RV behind me, this beautiful Prevost Liberty coach, I know a lot of you had mentioned in the comments below that a lot of you thought that I was getting a Prevost Liberty coach. I didn't get a Liberty coach. A lot of you also commented that you thought maybe I was gonna get a Newell coach, like this beautiful 2011 quad slide Newell coach behind me, but I did not get a Newell coach. And many of you mentioned a country coach as well. That would have been a great option for me as well, but I wanted to do something completely different, completely unexpected. And actually, from all the comment section, I was really impressed with how much homework you guys do. Someone already found my old coach on the internet, so they knew where I traded it in at, but I still haven't really told anybody what I did buy. So I'm gonna go walk in one of these coaches real quick where I'm not in the sun, and I'll tell you guys what I bought. I'm thinking this Newell coach looks like a good place to sit down and have a little chat with you guys. Yeah, plenty of room in here. So, all right. So yeah, I do apologize for dragging out the news for so long. I went the opposite direction from what everybody expected. I actually bought a 2017 Mercedes-Benz leisure travel van. I did do another video on that before I bought it, and I'll be honest, I watched too much YouTube and I ended up buying a RV because I was watching too much YouTube. So I traded in my Tiffin Phaeton. I got a fair deal. I traded it into North Trail RV. You know, I didn't get any special deals or anything. I feel like I paid full retail, but to get a leisure travel van right now, there's like an 18-month waiting list. So I bought into the hype, wanted to change it up a little bit, and I really just kind of wanted to see what all of the hype on the leisure travel van was all about. So I've already had a couple problems with it. I'm going to make some videos talking about the problems I'm going to have on my leisure travel van. I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys. The reason why I'm not filming my leisure travel van right now is because it's at a storage facility, and actually I went over there to film it yesterday, and I ended up getting a chance to test drive a 2020 Liberty coach. Sorry, I'm staying nervous. This is the most expensive bus I've ever driven, the most expensive anything I've ever driven. So my attention got totally shifted away from the leisure travel van and onto that 2020 Liberty coach. Blame it on my ADD. I got sidetracked. I apologize, but I'm hanging out here at Premium Coach Group today, and I've seen the comments. Everybody's kind of asking me, hey, when are you going to tell us what you guys got? So I thought I'd sit down, let you guys know I bought a leisure travel van. Now, I've got to explain to you guys, too, why I bought it through a dealership and why I paid retail versus selling it private party. I'm going to do a whole video talking about the pluses and minuses of buying or selling a vehicle private party versus getting it through a dealership. And I want to give you guys the full tour and the full review. I'm just getting settled in with it. I did drive it back to Arizona from Florida, and I have to say a couple big pluses right out of the way. You can make a U-turn when you need. It's literally very nimble and very easy to navigate in compared to a Class A RV, but not nearly as much storage or nearly as much water capacities and holding tank capacities as the Class A. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the differences between the Class A and the Class C. Technically, it's a Class C. A lot of people call it a Class B+. It's a leisure travel van, Unity 24 UMB. I'll leave a link to the original video that I filmed when it was for sale in the description below. But also, too, I wanted to tell you guys what I plan on doing with it. I signed up for Harvest Host. So those of you that don't know what Harvest Host is, you pay a yearly fee, and then there's all these different places that you can stay for free, different vineyards, breweries, restaurants, golf courses. and they ask that you buy something, you know, at their store or wherever they're at. So I want to do a little exploring on harvest hosts and check that out and do some review on some of these harvest hosts and find some cool camping spots for you guys and let you know if they're big enough for Class A's or Class C's. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, doesn't he own a Class A only spot in Montana? Yes, I do. So who knows? I may buy a Class A RV before the beginning of summer. I've got my spot reserved for July and August right now for myself. It is for rent for the rest of the summer. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to keep the spot. I don't plan on selling that spot anytime soon unless someone wants to offer me a bunch of money for it. Everything is always for sale for the right amount of money. But I do plan on checking out some of these harvest hosts. So if you don't have a harvest host and you've thought about getting an account, if you do sign up using the coupon code that I'm going to put in the description below, or the link in the description below, I get a few bucks off of that, so I greatly appreciate that. If you are considering signing up for harvest hosts, if you use that code, it helps me a little bit. So I'm no longer a Tiffin Phaeton owner. I'm now a leisure travel van owner. Not a Newell coach owner, kind of wish I was, but I'm definitely going to enjoy the leisure travel van for right now and see what's next. And I'm still shopping for a Class A. I definitely want to get another Class A eventually. Just got to wait for, I got to keep saving my pennies and then wait for the right deal and the right circumstances. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you guys think I'm crazy? Let me know if there's any particular videos you want me to make about the leisure travel van. I greatly appreciate all of you, and I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again for liking these videos and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate all of you. Have a great day.